and welcome to Get Curious with Kirsten, where we talk about topics at the intersection of curiosity and leadership. I'm sorry it's been a while since we've gotten curious together. I've been spending a fair amount of time preparing for a presentation on curiosity that I recently gave at the annual Northwest Human Resources Conference. So I thought I'd share some of the tidbit and research that I used in that presentation with you today. I believe that curiosity is one of the most fundamental leadership skills and mindsets we can engage in. Why? Because it's a foundational underpinning of so many other important leadership skills. Like take, for example, empathy. Before we can truly empathize with another person, we have to be curious about their situation and what they're feeling. When we were kids, being curious was part of our daily lives. Whether we were fiddling with a Rubik's Cube or another puzzle, digging in the dirt to discover buried treasure and search for roly-poly bugs, or laugh as our pet dog or cat chased something around the floor. But curiosity isn't something we need to leave behind as we grow and develop into adults. It's a mindset that's always with us if we choose to embrace and develop it. So let's identify 5 reasons why curiosity is critical to leadership and organizational success. First, it leads to more innovation in the workplace. The co-founder of Google said, "We run this company on questions, not answers." Innovation relies on people asking questions and challenging existing assumptions. The pharmaceutical company Merck conducted a study in 2018 of 3,000 employees across business lines. They found that 84% of respondents felt that curious colleagues were more likely to bring an idea to life at work. The study was published in the Harvard Business Review and underscored that the most effective leaders nurtured their employees' curiosity to fuel learning and discovery. Second, curiosity helps us to attract and retain talent. And we know that that's important these days. Research now shows that the quality of learning and development that an organization provides is a key decision factor by which people choose which organization they're going to join or remain at. So much so that 64% of employees said that they would actually leave an employer that fails to deliver professional development opportunities, according to a survey performed by Resume Lab. Third, curiosity helps to build better relationships. So when we're curious, it encourages us to consider ideas from another person's perspective, which helps us to build and deepen human relationships. A study at George Mason University concluded that being interested is more important in cultivating a relationship than being interesting. So just the act of being interested in that other person instead of trying to be so interesting yourself makes a big difference. And I know that my husband and I have definitely experienced this during the pandemic when we've had other couples over for socially distanced outdoor gatherings. It's really obvious who's curious and spends time asking questions instead of just yammers on about themselves the whole evening. Next, curiosity helps us to learn faster. When we allow ourselves to be curious, we have those aha moments, and that sense of excitement when something new is discovered can motivate and engage us throughout our career. Employers need to provide opportunities to learn within the flow of work on a daily basis. Learning should not feel like it's something separate from or in addition to our daily work responsibilities. So organizations can support curiosity and ongoing learning by providing access to relevant information and other sources that are easy to access and engaging to help our employees engage in just-in-time learning. So it's not always these formal learning experiences. And finally, curiosity results in increased performance. There's now considerable research that organizations that continuously learn or promote a culture of learning outperform others. Novartis commissioned research in 2019 to determine the link between culture and performance. Now, while there wasn't a general link between culture generally and performance, they found that the specific cultural trait of being curious, amongst others, had a strong correlation to performance. So now that we understand why curiosity is critical to leadership and organizational success, in our next video, where we'll discuss the crucial mindset shift we need to make in order to be curious. And that's the shift from being the expert to being a learner. Thanks for watching today. Please make sure to click the subscribe button and the little bell icon so you'll be notified of future videos. Until next time, stay curious.